Thanks for checking out the Barbershop YouTube page. Please hit the subscribe button so you can get notified of all the latest videos that I'm dropping. Got a goal in mind. Want to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of November. Let's see if we can get to that. Follow me on Twitter at GBush91. What's up, man? It's your boy G Bush. Follow me on Twitter at GBush91 on Twitter. Also follow me on Instagram, GBush91_ the barbershop. You can follow me on there as well. And don't forget to check out my radio show. You can stream my radio show in Cleveland, Ohio. You can stream that on 92.3 The Fan. You can check that out from 11 p.m. to 3 p.m. every Saturday. Also, check me out on the Browns Radio Network on 92.3 The Fan. And you can check me out, and I'll be doing the Browns pregame show from 8 o'clock to 11 in the morning every single Sunday. Browns home and away games every Sunday. You can check me out streaming live on there as well. And I will go ahead and post it, links in the description for both of those under the description. So don't forget to check out both of those channels also. Please, and I'm going to thank everybody for supporting my channel. I do a lot of different things. I will be doing a lot of more content coming up. With a lot more things with basketball season coming up. I'm really busy doing 2 shows on the weekend, but I really love doing the content with the YouTube page. I will continue to do Browns recaps all the way throughout the season and all the way through week 17 of the NFL season. So keep that locked. And I do still got a goal in mind. Thanks for everybody subscribing. Want to get to 1,000 subscribers, and when I do get to 1,000 subscribers, we will give a giveaway out. We will do some barbershop exclusive gear, so please keep in contact with that. When we get to 1,000 subscribers, we will give out some barbershop exclusive gear that will be given out to you guys, and that's when we get to 1,000 subscribers. So I will give you some details on that coming up as well. Thanks for everybody for subscribing, and thanks and like and subscribe, and please keep commenting. I love talking to you guys in the comment section about the Browns and Ohio State and everything. I love it. I love the communication that we got going back and forth. So please keep communicating. Please keep with all the comments in the sections. I really love that. But getting into this game with the Steelers, which by the way is not a rivalry, and shout out to the Steelers, man. And I really, oh man, I have a really healthy competitive back and forth. I say I hate the Steelers all the time, but I got a healthy competitive nature against the Steelers because, you know, the Steelers do what they need to do to win. The Steelers do what they need to do at all costs to win, and the Steelers do it the right way. And what I mean by the right way, they go about drafting, scouting, and looking at the different talent evaluation processes to go about getting the right players, developing the players the right way, getting guys in there the right way, like getting the right mix of guys in there, and it's always the next man up mentality. Getting tough guys, getting hard-nosed football players in them. And overall, what I love about the Steelers, but I hate at the same time because they kick the Browns' asses every year, 2 times a year, is they get playmakers. They get guys with an attitude on defense, and when they get to the ball, they get there with an attitude. When they get guys on the offensive end of the spectrum, they get the ball and they put the ball in the end zone. They do it, and they do it at a high level. And they make you know when they do it. They dance, they stomp, they scream, they're loud, they're obnoxious. Your fans is loud, they're obnoxious, but you know what? If you don't like it, do something about it, and that's their mentality. You know what? I came out of college, and when I came out of college, I started in the insurance business. And one of the things that I came out with the insurance business, one of the things that happened to me in the insurance business was, you know, I got with a terrible company. One of this terrible insurance companies, me being a young green new guy out of college, I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I got with this company, and the first thing they did is say, give me 200 names of people that you know. And me being a young football player that know, you know, quite a bit of people that as an athlete, a competitive dude, I was kind of confused of why you want 200 names of people in the industry, and I didn't quite understand that. So you needed 200 names in this industry to even get to second interview. So I go through the interviewing process, get 200 names, and then you go through this process of getting your Series 7, you get your 66, you get your life, your property, casualty, life and health, all of these different insurance licenses. And then you get there, and then what they do is they sell you in a great process. They sell you on unlimited income. They sell you on, hey, we got this great mentoring program where we got these managers that can set you up with a book of business that they already got, and they can help you with their book of business and give you clients that you can establish and build with, and you can also set up your pipeline of business, and before you know it, you can be making $75,000 coming out of college with the right type of temperament, with some hard work and a little elbow grease, in this process that they have set up. So, you know, you get there, they get you through there, and what they do is they have this such a great camaraderie, and they get you there, and they get you there early in the morning, and they get this rah-rah speeches, and you get your manager, and they keep you there all day, and you're going through training, and you're doing all kind of stuff, and you're there, and they preach there early, and then you stay late, and then you get there, and you go through all these processes, and you're taking your tests, and then pretty soon, you know, you're knocking on doors, and you're doing all this other stuff. And then they're saying, well, you know, it's not only good enough to start working during the week, you got to start working on weekends and Sundays. And you're like, okay, well, cool. You competitive, you're a football guy, you used to be in athletics, and you're like, that's nothing. I've been playing football, and I worked out, and I've been going to class, and I've got my education and books, and I could do all of that. And then what you start to realize is, you know, they start to interject little things like, well, you know, hey, you remember those names you gave us? Let's start talking about some of those people that we want to get you hooked up with. Remember, what about that one guy? Remember those guys you played ball with? Let's start setting up meetings and appointments with those guys. And so before you know it, you're calling on all these guys that you gave them those 200 names with when you start getting a job. And before you know it, that system that they got, that whole protocol that they got, that whole system that they got, you're using, and you're calling on family, friends, and people that are close to you to get your initial progress off the ground, to get your initial sales off the ground, to get your, now you're looking around and you're eating, your initial sales are off people that you grew up with, that you're knocking on doors, and you're using those people to basically sell to. And then you look up and you say, those people will eventually run out. You can't eat off those people forever, and you're working on 80-90% commission. And then you turn around and look at the managers that had this track record, this book of business, that they had a very great success and unlimited potential. And now you're looking around, and now they hand you a glorified phone book. Half the names are canceled, half the names are disconnected, and now you're going around using your gas money. They're using your resources to go out knocking on doors, to sell policies to open up and prospect to go around and set up lunch dinners with, to open up prospecting appointments with. And then they say, well, to set up 50 appointments to get sales, you got to set up about 50 calls and 50 appointments, right? And out of those 50, only 25 or so of those people will meet with you. And out of the 25 that you meet with, 10 of them might actually turn out to be anything. And out of the 10 that turn out to be anything, 5 might even actually have some money or anything to invest in. And then before you know it, they're telling you, well, you know, you might want to get a bartender's job on the weekends. Maybe you want to do some personal training to help pay for your, keep some money in your pocket while you go out here and still prospect an appointment. And then you realize it. What are you guys actually doing for me? What are you guys actually putting in my pocket? Because last time I checked, I'm the one turning over every leaf. You're not, guys, not paying me any money. You giving me a phone book and a dream. And then the cold, hard reality and harsh reality about this situation is this. The cold thing about it is this, bro. is that they realize that because you're an athlete, and they realize that because some people is go-getters, some people is hard workers, some people really are people that grow up, that's blue-collar workers, that when the tough get going, they're going to get tough, the tough get going, that they don't give up on nothing, that some people realize that their mom had cancer, some people know they grew up on free lunch, some people realize that they was the first person in their house to have an education, some people realize that they ain't never had nothing in their life and they ain't about to give up on the one person and the one job that looked them and gave them an opportunity. And guess what? They use that against you, and they realize that you won't realize that it's all a scam, and you'll keep coming back, giving them more names, and that 200 names you gave them originally, you'll go and you'll sign up and you'll give them 300 names and 400 names. And you'll sign up your sick grandma. And you'll sign up your poor uncle. And you'll sign up all these people that are near and dear to your heart before you realize that you done went through every dear family, friend, member, coach, teammate, former high school buddy of yours that you done knocked and begged and pleaded for this money. And then you'll realize that the company that you worked for and the people that sold you $1 in a dream and sold you this dream about a future and unlimited potential was never about that anyway. They sold you a dream that they couldn't even do themselves. These managers and two-bit hustlers and guys that talk real good but can't deliver on nothing, all they sell is progress and future results that never come. And guess what? By the time you realize it, you've already signed up everybody you know. And they realize by that time they already given up on you. And they're on to the next sob sucker who's going to give them 200 to 400 family and friends to keep the ball running. You see, some organizations sell hope. Some organizations sell dreams. And some organizations win. And that sounds awfully familiar, boys and girls, now don't it? Because we listening to the Cleveland Football Browns. And what I saw today on that field and what I hear every single day from the Cleveland Browns is hope, patience, and waiting for next year. We're close. We're in every football game. We got to find a way to win these games. What I'm sorry, you can't fool this one because the jig's up. They prey on you. They prey on the hard-living and the hard-working fans of Cleveland, Ohio, and they're allowed to do it because they understand that the fans were devastated when they took your football team. They were devastated when they robbed us of our football team. And they understand that for those 3-4 years when we didn't have football, we didn't have nothing. And how did we feel when they came back and we saw the Baltimore Ravens and Art Modell host that trophy? When they put that trophy above their head, how did we feel? Our team, so close in the 80s, so close with the Denver Broncos, never being able to get over the hump in that AFC, and they hoist that trophy. And they put that Lombardi trophy over their head. And guess what? We left with nothing but a wet paper bag. And you know what? They take advantage of you. They promise you and leave you with nothing. And that's what they're doing right now. We're the most loyal fans in all of sports. Not debatable. Facts. And I refuse to sit here and consistently, I don't care who pays me and what we do. I refuse to sit here and consistently lie and sit here up in front of these people and these cameras and get on that radio and turn that microphone on and act like I don't understand what's going on, because I see it very well. These people, the team quit. But you know why they quit today against the Steelers? It's because the only cachet, the only thing that matters in the league, the only currency that counts in this league, the only rapport that counts in the NFL is one thing. The only currency that counts is wins. And when you ain't got no wins, you know what happens? Guess what? You put cash, you putting something out in the air, out in the atmosphere to players, and you can't cash it. You can't cash that check. It comes back insufficient funds. And guess what? Today, young players finally understood. Null and void, Hue Jackson. Insufficient funds. Whatever you're talking about on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday don't matter, because you don't got the funds to prove what it takes to me to believe in and to invest in you when it comes to Sundays. No game plans. No adjustments. Turnover after turnover after turnover after turnover. And you can't even muster a drive. Comes out today locking 4. Comes out today in Rapoport. People laughing at you because you got Haley and Hue Jackson running around playing Young and the Restless, Bold and the Beautiful, All My Children, General Hospital, Days of Our Lives, Passions. I could keep going on. Scandal. We went Dallas. Dynasty. I could keep going on. You didn't learn nothing from Heckard, Holmgren, Mangini. You didn't learn nothing from that. Maybe you want to learn from Patton and Ray Farmer. Nah, you playing these games. Throwing people under the bus. Talk about what you need to help with. How we gonna help. You need to help yourself with learning how to have a game in tow when they keep giving you the ball, and learn how to not kick field goals. You need to understand and learn how to not have your franchise quarterback come off the sidelines and look at y'all two clowns like you're stupid. But you can't do that, because you're playing reindeer games on the sideline like it matters which one of y'all two is more incompetent. Both of y'all don't really hide up to a hill of beans. And I just want to say one thing too. This narrative about give somebody a chance is the most ridiculous thing in the world. I'm done giving chances out. In this world, ain't no such thing as a chance. You got a chance every single week to go out and prove your salt in this world. Nobody else is getting chance. When I go to work, I got 2 chances. The first time I don't show up and prove, and the second time my boss say, yeah, bro, yeah, G. Bush, we gonna need you to roll out because you ain't getting it done. And I don't got $7 million and a pink slip to show for it. I get unemployment if I got some documentation. But Ohio's an at-will employer. They can get rid of me for any reason. So don't call me and say, well, Hue Jackson, the first 2 years, we knew we were tanking. I don't care about the first 2 years. I'm talking about now. What happened today was embarrassing. What happened today is the team gave up on these clowns because they have no credibility. They have no adjustments. And frankly, they got the mindset on that coaching field of 8th grade JV coaches on a Saturday, fam. We ain't trying to see that. We not trying to talk about that. At the end of the day, you fans better wise up and wise up quick. Because they playing you like 3-card money. They playing you like a cheap Vegas trick. Keep telling you about promise and the 3-year plan every 4 years. And you keep showing up buying tickets, merchandise, because they preying on your insecurities about the fact that they took your team and they thinking that they hitting you with the reverse psychology. Hey, you don't want to be a fair weather fan, do you? Go ahead and give yourself fake optimism. Guys, it's only a few games. It's only a couple games, right? How many games did you think they were going to win anyway? Listen, man, I'm going to tell you like this. That's like you coming to me and saying, hey, what grades did you think your son was going to get in school? You know, I thought he was going to, listen, that's for you. My son ain't going to get C's. Your expectation level for what the Browns do don't got nothing to do with what I'm seeing on that field. That's for you. You probably the one who expects your kid not to turn homework in and get C minuses. Nah, that's not the expectation I got for my kid. So you can miss me with that. That's fine what you want to do. That's cool. If you got low expectations for everything in your life, go ahead. But at the end of the day, I'm watching other teams, and I'm watching other teams progress. I'm watching other teams get better. I'm watching other teams consistently. The Steelers told the best running back, thanks but no thanks. They told Le'Veon Bell, yeah, no, go ahead, stay home. And then they developed James Conner, and then he's a monster. He hits you for 200 yards. Now, if that don't say something about your player development, about what kind of culture you got, and I got people call my radio show from all over the country and say, Hue Jackson is supposed to get this so magic carpet pass. When you can't even develop people, when other team is developing diamonds in the rough, you telling me that you got to have a top 5 pick for them to turn into something? I'm sorry. From now on out, they gotta go. I'm sorry. I'll watch the rest of the games. They can win some games, but here's the truth. It ain't gonna get no better next week because you got Kansas City. Then you got Atlanta. Where are the wins coming from? Where? You ain't getting wins right now. Where are the wins coming from? I'ma just say this. Hugh, you're a nice guy. Sorry. I'm not buying no more. If you get a couple of wins or whatever, that's fine. Ty Haley, not impressed. You can go to whatever. Your team showed you what you was. They don't miss you. Your offense is garbage. They keep giving you the ball. You don't know. Your play calling is vanilla at best. There's no identity. I don't know what we even do on offense. You can go to. And Greg Williams, your team gets, and if we get a new head coach, are they really going to keep Greg Williams? Probably not. So my thing is this. At the end of the day, they are not doing what they need to do. It's not good enough. Period, point blank. Players, not good enough. Jamie Collins, I don't care if you suit up no more. Honestly. You had a pretty good game last week. Don't really care this week. At the end of the day, fans got to step up and realize something is that you've been duped, you've been hoodwinked, you've been bamboozled, and you've been sold a bill of goods. It's right time that you rise up and say enough is enough. Progress don't count, and the next coach that come in here has nothing to do with whether or not players can catch the ball, block somebody, and it don't take 3 years for offensive lineman to block. It don't take 3 years for a new dude to come in and for a dude to be able to catch a ball and move upfield on the 3rd and 5. It don't take all that. Stop regurgitating this stuff that you hear everybody say about continuity. Continuity don't got nothing to do with whether or not you can tackle. It don't take 3 years for another. If you can't tackle by now, you don't need to be in the league. At the end of the day, I don't got no more to say, and it's the barbershop. Please subscribe to the channel. Please comment below. And if I'm wrong, prove me wrong. We can debate about it. Peace. You've been locked in with G. Bush in the Barbershop. Feel free to take a look at some of our other videos linked here, and also subscribe to our channel so you never miss any of our updated content coming out regularly. Thanks again for listening.